This is Mark Adelman, Firestone fan, NWNTV.com. I'm sitting here with three state champions. Imagine that. All from just this little tiny town of Akron, Ohio. We got Ridgetown's Travis Linton, 170-pound state champ. What did you finish last year, Travis?
Third.
Third?
Yeah.
All right. And Jake, you were third last year.
I was fourth last year.
Fourth last year. You're the 220 state champ. And Aaron, you didn't even make it downstate last year, did you?
I made it, but I didn't get the place.
Well, you start wrestling with these guys, and I'll bet you they'll kick your ass enough to. Hey, you're a state champ.
Yeah.
You know what? I congratulate all of these wrestlers. All right, I want all of you to just talk a little bit about what the season was and all the hardships and everything. But I'm not going to tell you what to say. It's all up to you. And you start, Aaron.
All right, so my season was like, I got second, I think, 4 times this whole season, and I got a late start because of the whole football thing, and then we also won football at state, so it was like probably 4 or 5 weeks late that we started. And then, like, the whole season I was kind of behind, and it kind of, like, it worried me, and I tried to work harder and get, like, extra workouts or whatever to try and, like, get back where
Hey, you better hold up. I forgot. We got a train station right there.
Start over.
There you go, dude.
And the whole building's shaking. You don't have that in Akron, do you?
Nah.
Where do you live? Where are
Norton.
you from?
Norton.
Norton?
Yeah.
Now, you got trains
A
there.
little bit, yeah.
All right. Continue.
I don't even know where I left off now.
Well, you were somewhere about junior high.
You know what?
You were saying about you were 4 or 5 weeks late and you had to do extra training.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what? You did play on. You guys won a state championship this year in football, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Yeah, to do that, and then, like you said, 4 or 5 weeks. Everybody else is wrestling all year.
Yeah.
I know you didn't wrestle Iron Man. I don't know. I mean, I follow you. I know who you are.
Yeah.
I know you beat Suglio.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's two. You two both came out of the same district.
Yeah.
Well, you know what everybody always says? Well, it used to be Firestone, now it's Linton. You know what? It seems in the bigger weights, that's what always happens. My son wrestled the 189 back on that weight class. Finished 4th, and then at the district, and then finished 3rd in the state.
Yeah.
You know, well, what weight are you going to go next year?
I'm gonna go 82 again.
You think?
Yeah.
You ain't going to pump no iron this year.
I have a twin brother that quit wrestling, and now he's saying he's gonna wrestle again.
He's a big dude. He's a big
You
dude.
know what? I've
He's
heard
gonna
he's
wrestle
pretty
95.
bad. You know,
Oh,
John
he's-
Tompkins sitting over there. He has told me that your twin brother is pretty tough.
He is tough. He still beats me
He
up.
beats
so.
you?
He doesn't beat me, but he beats me up. Like.
Yeah, but he probably pokes you in the eye or something.
Yeah. So.
All right, well, let's go on to Travis Linton here. Travis, you finished 3rd last year at 170.
Yeah.
Same way you won it all this year.
Yeah.
Well, speak.
Well, I started off the season. I wrestled all off season at 182, 195, and I wrestled Iron Man at 182 and Medina. It was afterwards I realized I was a little too small for 182. It wasn't getting out muscled, just outsized. Like at Iron Man when I wrestled BJ Tolt, he was just too big, and then California Kid, he was just monstrous. Like, and
Well, you were there too, weren't you, Jake?
yeah.
Was the guy a monster?
The kid from California? Yeah,
He
Well,
like
he should
Garrett.
have been in your weight class.
Garrett even when
He should have been in your weight.
when he weighed in, I thought he was gonna be a big 95 or small 220. Garrett looked at this kid. He's like, he makes me look little. It was like I expected this kid to weigh in at 199, 205 ish, and he weighed in at 182. I was like, oh my God. And so and then I saw who I had the next match to get into the semis for third and fourth. I saw I had him. Was like, oh my God. And so he just out-muscled. It was just ridiculous. And then I went to Medina. I had that Casper from Lexington. He took third at his weight, and I beat him in the semis. I beat him, I think, 12 to.
And that's where he wrestled that St. Ed's kid.
Yeah, Abinator. I still get upset about that match. Because before that match, I had.
He's ranked #1 in the country.
Yeah, before the match, I didn't practice for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, because I messed my neck up, and I wasn't in the best shape for it. I mean, I took him down first period. It was 3-2 going into the third period, and then I got a takedown. They took it away from me, so it would have tied it up, but I ended up losing 7-3 to that match. And then after that tournament, that's when I decided to drop to 170, and just from there on, I just felt like I was stronger than all the kids I wrestled, and I was fine.
Well, it's a shame that the Wayndale kid.
I know. I felt bad for the kid.
Well,
I mean,
you know what it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see what happened. I don't know.
yeah.
But I heard it was a cheap shot.
Yes and no. I don't think the kid meant to. It was just like it looked dirtier than what it really was.
Yeah. You know what? It's right.
Yeah, it was accidental, but I mean, he didn't intend
Yeah,
it.
he didn't try.
Yeah, the Wayndale. I mean, they didn't call it illegal, like an illegal chop, till about 5 minutes into injury time. Then they called an illegal chop. It was after all the Wayndale fans were freaking out, yelling at the ref. That's when he called an illegal chop.
Well, how can you do that?
The ref kind of let the fans decide it, and yeah, and so I mean, I talked to him. First round at States, when he tried to come back, he had the kid I had in the finals. And that kid went straight for his elbow, grabbed it, and just posted it off. That's how I got a point off the kid in the finals, because he was.
Oh, he tried to do the same thing?
Because he grabbed the kid's elbow. He grabbed Stanley's elbow. His dad threw in the towel. He's like, I'm not even going to let this happen. Yeah.
Well, your elbow wasn't hurt.
No. Because he tried to slide, but my elbow popped weird, and I kind of shook it out, and as soon as he saw it, he grabbed it and just started pulling it that way, and you could tell he was intentionally doing it.
Okay. All right, well, we have talked to Aaron Adkins, 182-pound Division II state champion. Travis Linton. Hey, we can edit this. Travis Linton, 170-pound Division III state champion. Now we're going to go to the big guy. I like the big. Well, you're all big guys. But Jake Moore, where's your dad?
My dad? I think he's at home working outside.
I wanted him to be here because, you know what? I heard stories about you had to be better than him.
I never heard that.
Well, it's just, it happens in wrestling, you know? Hey, my kids tried to be better than me. Your dad, what he finished, second or third?
Second.
He finished second.
Second?
Yeah.
Well, you beat him.
Yeah.
220-pound state champion, Division III. And you pinned a guy in the finals, didn't you?
No, I beat the kid in the finals 10-4.
Okay.
I pinned the first 3 kids.
Yeah, I know I was listening to Bucks, man. Have you ever listened to Bucks, man? Well, no, you guys are wrestling. You don't never let. Oh, my God. That's about the worst thing you could ever hear. Sorry, Buck. Oh, he just, he goes crazy. Well, tell me a little bit about your
season?
road. What's going on with the rest of your life?
Well, I just played football over the summer. I didn't do as much wrestling in the off season as those two. I just lifted and went to open mats a couple times a week. And I went into wrestling season at about 250. Wrestled the Aurora and then wrestled Ironman. Took 5th at the Ironman. And then I think the next tournament we went to was the MIT, Medina. And I ended up taking 2nd there. I just
Somewhere down the road, Jake, I know you switched from heavyweight to
Yeah.
220, and you ended up not wrestling.
yeah in the Medina finals I kind of tweaked my shoulder a little bit wrestling a kid from St. Ed's, but I probably should have won that match, but tweaked my shoulder, had to default, and I figured like my more natural weight was around 230, 225, so I just decided to cut to 220 after that tournament for the rest of the season.
All right, and as you know, Jake just told me today, he's going to Princeton.
Well, not officially yet, but
Not official.
I got accepted today.
He got accepted to Princeton. So, you know what? You don't. If you go to Princeton, you don't even have to wrestle.
Yeah, but
Play football.
That's the only reason I got in. So.
All righty.
What other places are you interested in?
I like Mount Union. That was probably my other top choice.
Mount Union sucks.
I like Mount Union. But
Nah, I'm just kidding.
hopefully, I don't see this interview.
Oh, well, you know what? Mount Union is great, but man, you ain't going to go to the NFL for Mount Union.
Yeah, well, I'm planning on wrestling in college. not
Yeah.
playing
Well, you know
football.
what? Then you better start exercising, and because you know what? After 5 years of wrestling, you're going to be so beat up, you ain't going to be able to play in the NFL. I'm telling you.
I had no plans of
I
playing
know.
in the NFL
I
anyways,
know.
so-
I mean, I got a kid that's
I'm
a
done
real
with
big
football.
kid. You know, I don't know if you'd know me, Aaron, but my son was he's a 2-time state placer. Your kind of weight, 89, 215. He went to college, got big. But you know what? When he got out of school, hell, he had to have surgery all over his body just so he could, just from wrestling. You know, he Nathan Sharp or the Sharp kids from West Branch, they went down and he toured them the score. He said, "Don't wrestle, play football." You know, if you're that big, but you got to do what you got to do. You know, I mean, Ohio State was recruiting him to play football, and he was going to play football. He was an all-state football player. And that's what he was going to do, but Ohio U offered him a full ride for wrestling. And he said, he signed. And then he was stuck in.
Yeah.
All right, well, anyone have anything else to say?
I do. I got a couple questions real quickly.
Well, you come over here so we can hear you.
All right. All I need from you guys is, number one, is what's the most difficult part of the training for wrestling? I mean, for us,
Can they hear it? Can they hear you?
yeah, no, for us, I mean, my brother and I played baseball. That's what we did. So, for non-wrestling people, it'd be interesting to know what is the toughest.
Always staying focused throughout the
They all
season.
said,
Wrestling's just hard in general, but either staying in shape in the off season and training in the off season, or if you don't do that, getting back in shape in the beginning of the season. Yeah, I mean, throughout the season, practice. I mean, it doesn't get easier. It's just your body's used to it. But like in matches and stuff, I don't know. Throughout the season, it just gets easier with your wind and everything.
Aaron, you're coming off of a state championship football team.
Oh, time out.
You're coming up, Aaron. You're coming off of a state championship football season, and I know you're probably going to weigh 220 when you.
We're wrestling
And
a
you're,
flow.
huh?
We're both wrestling a flow.
Oh yeah,
next
you're
week.
both juniors. Jake's the only senior here.
Yeah, we're both wrestling a flow next week.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Down there at in
Indiana,
Akron.
in Indiana University.
Where's
I
it
thought
at?
it was done. didn't you?
Pennsylvania.
It's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're going down to Flo. He's wrestling 182. I'm wrestling 70 down there. And so, yeah, me and him are working out Wednesday for it. So.
All right, well, hey, Jim, is there anything else you need? Look, Aaron, look, this stuff will all be edited and put in. So, right, Jim?
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
Wow. Oh, you don't want me to?
No, no. One thing I wanted to ask you too. You guys mentioned Flow Wrestling.
Yeah.
Explain it.
With Flow Nationals, are you leaving Thursday?
Yeah.
We're leaving Thursday. It's a national tournament. It's Indiana University in Pennsylvania. It's gonna be 64-man brackets down there. It's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, like right now, the number 4 kid in the country. There's like I think 5 or 6 kids ranked in the top 20 at my weight. I don't know about 182, but at my weight, there's 5, 6 kids ranked in the top 20 for Flow rankings. Yeah, so I'm pretty pumped for that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
But all of you are going, or
just me and him.
What are you doing?
I'm just
You got a
lifting.
girlfriend.
I'm just gonna lift and do open mats all.
Yeah.
Spring and
Hey,
summer.
you're not wrestling in college.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Oh, are you?
planning on it.
Well, you're gonna go heavyweight, right?
Probably.
You better start lifting and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to set you up with my son. He
Okay.
weighs about 325. He's been through the whole thing, and he'll tell you straight up, it ain't easy.
Yeah.
You know it. They tell all you guys watch it, NCAA.
Yeah.
Did any of you think David Taylor was gonna get beat?
I thought he had the match.
Huh?
I thought he was winning.
I was hoping he was gonna.
I thought he was when he got that first takedown.
I mean, I wanted Dake to win because that
Yeah.
never happens. But he's an Ohio kid. You got to root for David Taylor.
Yeah. Well, what about Stever?
On his back,
32.
being on his back.
Yeah, he won, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
He won.
It was
You know what,
the
he's
one-
a
did you-
dominant
the
kid.
one. I guess one of the guy in the interviews asked him, "How's it feel to win a national title 2 years in a row off a iffy call?" He was like, "I don't care. I won a national title."
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna close out this segment right now. And is there anything you want to say? Say hi to your girlfriend, your mom, your dad.
No.
All right. We'll be back.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yep.